All right, so today we're doing a bit of a mechanics workshop. I have a couple things that I want to work on, one of which is installing this kickstand booster. This is by Bung King, and it's for a very specific reason. My bike, when I put the 21-inch wheel on it, I replaced the kickstand to get an extended kickstand. Because in research, that's what it said to do. Now, this is times when you realize that what you read on the internet and the reality of things are not necessarily the same. Now what happens is it leans over too far. So in order to correct that, I have a kickstand lifter. Now, normally I would just replace the kickstand, but this one's already been powder coated. And I do not want to have to go through the nightmare that was the powder coater to get a new one powder coated just yet. If you wonder why that's a nightmare, right here, nightmare powder coating experience. So I got this. It's from Bung King, very interesting name, and I have the link to it in the description below in case you have the same problem. But the bike was leaning too far, and in shows, you could really tell next to everybody else that mine was leaning too far, and you couldn't see this side of the bike as well. So that's what I got this for. Now, eventually, I will probably get this powder coated as well. But you don't just go to the powder coaters and get this candy coating sort of copper thing done. So next time I'm taking out several parts to it, then I will worry about that. But so we're going to install this today. It's a garage day on today's Graybeard Biker. So we're going to start with installing this kickstand lift. So to begin with, it came with screws and washers, and that's great, but it didn't tell me what size they were. So the first thing that I have to do is find a drill bit that is approximately the same size, and I think I have found one that will work. This is a 3/16. Let me see. This is a 3/16 bit. So I'm put these back in the block so I don't lose them. And then we set that to the side. Now, it also comes with a template. So this just kind of tells you where you're supposed to line things up when you drill your kickstand so that you can attach this to it. So I cut it out. When you get the package, you can't see this. It's underneath the block, just so that you know it's there. Also, the bolts and the washers are up inside underneath, so you can't see them either. They are there. But what we do is we put this down here, line it up the way it's supposed to be on the kickstand, and that tells us where to drill. So we put our drill together. That should be it. So I'm going to get the next size bigger drill bit. So I'm going to move up to the 1/4 here. Really? Broken drill bit. It's always something. Always. It's over there. Are you okay?
I'm fine, exactly.
So, part 1 is done. I would tell you that, oh, it's extremely easy. But nothing's ever easy. The template, as you might expect, has wiggle room, which means I followed the template and then it didn't line up correctly. Came close, but it didn't line up correctly, which meant I had to make one of the holes bigger after I was ready to put everything on, which made for a dent. My wife had to come out here and help hold the bike up while I drilled into it while it was off the wood. But it got done, and hopefully I'll do some before and after, but hopefully it will hold up, stand better. She seems to think that it does. So the next thing, all right, guys, well, that's going to do it for today's video. I am going to break these up into smaller pieces. Next time, we'll work on the position of the ape hangers and then cable management. So be sure, if you haven't already, like and subscribe so you can know when those are coming. I hope that this little trick helped you. I haven't actually fully tested it myself yet. So in the next video, one of the next videos anyway, I will compare the way it was leaning before with the way that it leans now. I'll probably do that in a bike show setting so that it's easier to see, which means I may have to wait till we get to Sarasota Thunder by the Bay to do that. So, but yeah, so that's it for today. And until next time, stay free, keep it shiny side up.